Hey guys, it's Dani. Today I do have an Hermes unboxing for you. So I did purchase this item off Vestiaire Collective, although I really wanted to buy it from the boutique. Anyway, I'll share that story with you after the unboxing. So here it is. As you can tell already, it's not a bag. Have you got any guesses yet? Put them in the comment section below. Alright. Okay. Oh, you can see it already. Alright. So that's the tag from Vestiaire Collective indicating that they have confirmed this authenticity. There she is. There she is. Oh. Wow. There she is, guys. So this is the Hermes Grand Tralala silk muffler. It comes in the color Marine, Blanc, and Bordeaux. Sorry, I don't know if I'm saying any of that correct, but blue, white, and bronze in English. So this measures 180 centimeters in length and 30 centimeters in width. I'll overlay some close-ups. So this certainly looks like a combination of navigation as well as equestrian theme. And over here it does say Hermes Paris. There's moon, stars, medallions, belt buckles. How pretty. The pattern is printed on and the edges are hand rolled. Okay, I'm actually going to put it on for the rest of the video because it's actually really cool this morning. Now I imagined tying it like this. There you go. Not bad, huh? Not bad at all. I really like it, especially with this pink top. Navy blue and bright pink is one of my favorite colorways. Okay, I just realized that the seller didn't include my Hermes ribbon. But anyway, if you follow me, you know I don't really buy designer ready to wear. Off the top of my head, I can think of one Moschino scarf, and sure, I have a number of Tory Burch ballerina flats, but my passion is really for designer handbags. The thing is, I've always wanted a piece of silk from Hermes because that's what they're really well known for, and I always thought I would get a 90 by 90 centimeter scarf. And then I saw Flo from Flo in the City unbox one of these on her channel a few months ago. Hers is in this beautiful bright orange with cheetah prints all over it. It's so beautiful. Go ahead and watch her unboxing. I'll link it in the description box below. Instantly I thought, that is what I want from Hermes instead of a 90 by 90 centimeter scarf. I want a silk muffler. The thing is, I already own some 90 by 90 centimeter scarves that are not from Hermes. And sure, I like them, but I find them a little bit of a hassle to fold. I'm a little bit lazy and I tend to reach for my long scarves much more frequently, and that's how I knew. I'm like, this one would fit me so much better, and I'm so glad that I came across it. Thank you, Flo, for introducing it to me. You may already know that Hermes stock is kind of sketchy. They have a limited number of pieces, things sell out, and then you don't see the item again for a while. Then one day I was browsing the Hermes website and the silk mufflers had come back in, and probably because they are in limited pieces, you can't just order them online. I had to purchase it from a boutique, and that's when the challenge started. This Hermes silk muffler comes in 4 colorways, and the one that I initially wanted was the white one. And of course, the practical side of me was like, the white one, you're gonna get that dirty with your tinted sunscreen in no time. But anyway, I contacted Hermes customer service and they told me that there was stock of the white one in the Melbourne City store. So I live in Adelaide, and that's a 2-hour flight away from Melbourne. At the time, COVID was all the rage. I'm a busy working mum. I no longer have the luxury of jumping on a plane to go and buy a silk scarf. So Hermes customer service said that they would get an essay from the Melbourne store to get in touch with me about my silk muffler. So the next day I was in a meeting. I got this phone call from a number that I didn't recognize. So I just cancelled the call and I checked back on my voicemail after that. It was an Hermes essay saying that, you know, if I'm interested in the silk muffler, she can assist me with getting the item. And that she would also email me. So I was really busy at work that day, so I didn't ring her back. But the next day was my day off. I checked my email and her email was certainly there. I rang her back on the number that she rang me on, but there was no answer. So I just left a voice message saying who I was. I also responded to her email. So I thought like, okay, fine. Now I'm just going to leave it to her and hopefully she'll get back to me really soon. Sure, I really wanted this silk muffler, but I wasn't chasing it. I ain't got time for that. And I think it was probably like 7 to 10 days later that I got an email from her. And she was saying like, are you still interested in this item? We have limited stock. Can you give me your number? Although she already had my number. Please get back to me if you really want this. I said, hi, this is my phone number again. Yes, I'm still interested in the item, but not to worry too much. If that specific item runs out, I'm happy to consider the other colorways too. And then silence. No email response from her. No phone call. A few days later, I was checking back on the website, and of course, the white one had become out of stock. And I thought, well, I still want one of these mufflers. I don't really mind which other color. But what do I do now? The ball is in her court. She's not called me back. So I still wanted one of these Hermes silk mufflers, but I was feeling a little bit more lukewarm towards the other colorways. And I know in our community, we often say, look, you have to really love the item in order to buy it. However, sometimes lukewarm is better for me. When I see an item that really wows me, I tend to get, I guess, more infatuated by the item, and then I get tired of it quite quickly. However, when it's an item that I have lukewarm feelings towards, I tend to build a relationship with the item. I fall in love with it slowly. Do I make any sense? Do any of you feel the same? Leave me a comment. And I guess because I didn't feel particularly excited about these colors, and also I felt like, you know, the essay should contact me. It shouldn't be me harassing her. That's what I felt anyway. And at that point in time in my life, I was also really distracted by something else. So I was dealing with my Valentino scam. Yes, guys, you heard me correctly. I was scammed purchasing this Valentino bag, but I'm sorry, the video is not yet ready. It should be up next week, so it's a really juicy story. Keep an eye out for it. So I wasn't really in the mood to chase this purchase. So some weeks went by, and in the interim, I learned to shop off Vestiaire Collective. So I was browsing off Vestiaire Collective, as you do when you first get addicted, and I decided to look up Hermes silk mufflers. And this one popped up. It was listed as never used. It was still crinkly from the box, and of course I knew that it was still current season, so the piece is relatively new anyway. So this Hermes silk muffler retails for 565 Australian dollars, and on Vestiaire Collective, on this listing, it was listed for 440 Australian dollars. And I thought, for that price difference, I would still rather purchase it from the boutique to get like the boutique experience, which hasn't been so good so far. But also to develop a purchase history with Hermes. But the thing was, this was right there in front of me. It looked so easy. Although this was actually my least favorite colorway out of all the rest, I preferred the lighter colors over this one. Then the practical side of me also said, look, it is a dark color. It's going to be easier to keep it clean, and it's going to be quite neutral and easy to match with a lot of your clothing. And I also always love a good negotiation, which I can do on VC. So of course I started negotiating. I did start with a lowball value to test the waters, and I started with 288 Australian dollars. She quite quickly counted with 377. And I'm like, okay, let's give her a bit more. So I offered her 300, and she counted again really quickly at 377. So I'm like, oh, she's really not budging. And because there are a limited number of times that you can put your offers in, this was going to be the last offer that I could put in on this negotiation. So I thought long and hard, and I'm like, okay, let's put in 360. And she accepted. Now that's not the final price. So taking into account authentication fees, taxes and duties, as well as postage, it all came up to 461 Australian dollars. So that's about $100 off the retail price. And I thought, oh, that's still quite expensive. At that point, I could still bail from the purchase, but I thought, nah, I'll just go for it. $100 is a fair discount for an item that's been never used, that I know is current season, and for the convenience that I'm getting, and also because I'm saving for a Birkin, every penny counts. So I decided to just pay for it. This item was sent to Vestiaire Collective in Hong Kong for authentication. So from the time of purchase to the time of delivery, that was about 2 weeks. And I am super pleased to have this beauty in my collection. With regards to my shopping experience, I certainly found it much more seamless shopping on Vestiaire Collective compared to the Hermes boutique. I guess as someone who lives in a city that does not have a local Hermes boutique and can only do luxury shopping at weird hours of the morning when most people are asleep, probably the Hermes SA is asleep too, a 24-hour platform is probably going to work for me much better. right now. And no shade to the Hermes SA. I have no doubt that she's extremely busy and she probably has other clients with whom she's got better relationships who take priority over me. I'm really curious. Let me know in the comment section below if you live in a city that doesn't have an Hermes boutique as well. What is your experience shopping with them? How do you do it? Now, if you feel like watching my very first Vestiaire Collective purchase where I unbox a Gucci discontinued bag, go ahead and click over here.